big question that's coming up is the ethical practice of using it for individuals within the fitness community, or frankly, individuals who are not suffering from obesity or type 2 diabetes. In the case of the physique athlete, there is no urgency whatsoever. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am covering something today that I know is really popular right now, and that is the drug Ozempic. Ozempic is a GLP-1 agonist. It works on the body in 3 different ways. 1, on the pancreas. It stimulates the production of insulin. It works on the brain by increasing the feeling of fullness. And it works on the GI tract by slowing gastric emptying. All of these together make it a very appealing drug for individuals who are looking to shed body fat. A big question that's coming up is the ethical practice of using it for individuals within the fitness community, or frankly, individuals who are not suffering from obesity or type 2 diabetes. So this really begs the question, where do we draw the line with what PEDs are acceptable to use and which ones don't have a place? I'm really big on consistency. And I think when it comes to the decision-making process around PEDs, you have to have a framework to reference. Fortunately, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Drugs have been used for a very long time, and there is a framework in place for how they should be used and how they shouldn't. And this is the same framework that we can apply to the physique athlete and the decisions around whether or not to implement a specific drug or not. So the first step is identifying what is the symptom we are trying to treat. For individuals who are suffering from type 2 diabetes, obesity, or weight-related conditions, the decision-making process around this drug, it's a lot easier. In the case of the physique athlete, there is no urgency whatsoever. Now, the second step is doing a risk-benefit analysis. So what are the costs, and I don't mean financial, what are the physiological costs of utilizing this drug? We do see that individuals who are using the oral administered form of Ozempic do see an increased risk for pancreatitis. There also is an increased risk of thyroid cancer. Now, I don't believe this was exclusive specific to the orally administered Ozempic, but rather both forms. So in terms of expected side effects, they don't differ from the side effects associated with other GLP-1s. So nausea, GI distress, dizziness, fatigue. However, there are reports of increased risk of tachycardia and AKI. I think it's worth mentioning that the reports of AKI could be directly linked to increased vomiting and diarrhea. Now, for most people, these symptoms will dissipate within the first 2 weeks. However, it's important to consider this when you are assessing whether or not the benefits of Ozempic outweigh the risk. All right, so now we look at the benefits, which the obvious one being weight loss. Before we look into whether it is ethical for the physique athlete during a contest prep, let's just look at objectively. I think it's very important to assess the utility before assigning judgment around whether it is needed.